What if your true self isn't limited to your physical form? Have you ever wondered if there's more to you than just your body? This question opens up a world of possibilities and challenges our usual way of thinking about who we are. Many of us grow up believing that we are our bodies. We look in the mirror and see our face, our hair, our skin, and we think, "That's me." But what if this common belief is holding us back from understanding our true nature and potential? Society often reinforces the idea that our physical appearance defines us. We're bombarded with messages about how we should look, what we should wear, and how we should change our bodies. This focus on the physical can make us forget that there might be more to us than what meets the eye. Let's take a moment to think about consciousness, that inner awareness that makes us who we are. It's the part of us that thinks, feels, and experiences the world. Unlike our bodies, which change over time, this inner awareness seems to stay constant. You're the same you are now as you were years ago, even though your body has changed. This idea of an inner observer or watcher is fascinating. It's the part of you that notices your thoughts and experiences. Have you ever had a moment where you caught yourself thinking something and wondered, where did that thought come from? That's your inner observer at work. This awareness doesn't seem to be tied to any specific part of your body. It's just there, always watching, always aware. Science has started to explore these ideas too. Some researchers have looked into near-death experiences, where people report being aware even when their bodies aren't functioning. These accounts challenge what we think we know about consciousness and its connection to the body. These ideas aren't new. Many ancient cultures and philosophies have talked about the self as something more than just the physical body. They often describe the body as a vehicle or a temporary home for our true self. It's interesting to see how these age-old teachings line up with modern scientific questions about consciousness. Understanding that we're more than our bodies can have real, practical benefits in our lives. For one, it can help reduce stress and anxiety. If we're not solely identified with our bodies, then physical changes or imperfections don't have to threaten our sense of self. This can lead to improved self-esteem and better relationships with others. There are simple practices we can use to connect with this non-physical part of ourselves. One is to take a few moments each day to sit quietly and observe your thoughts. Don't try to change them or judge them, just watch them come and go. This simple exercise can help you experience that part of you that's separate from your thoughts and body. Another practice is to pay attention to your senses without getting caught up in naming or judging what you're experiencing. For example, when you're eating, really focus on the tastes and textures. When you're outside, notice the feel of the air on your skin, the sounds around you. This kind of mindful awareness can help you tap into the part of you that's experiencing these sensations, rather than just automatically reacting to them. It's natural to have doubts or skepticism about these ideas. After all, our experience of being a body is very strong and immediate. One way to approach this is to stay open and curious. You don't have to abandon your current beliefs, but you can explore these concepts and see if they resonate with your experiences. Even if you're not sure about the idea of being more than your body, you can still benefit from practices that help you step back from your thoughts and physical sensations. This kind of mental distance can help you respond to life's challenges with more calm and clarity. As you start to explore these ideas and practices, you might notice changes in how you interact with the world. You might find yourself being more patient with others, understanding that they too are more than just their physical appearance or behavior. This can lead to more compassionate and understanding relationships. You might also find yourself less reactive to life's ups and downs. If your sense of self isn't tied solely to your body or your circumstances, you can maintain a sense of inner stability even when things around you are changing. This doesn't mean you'll never feel upset or stressed. But you might find that you're able to bounce back more quickly from difficult experiences. You can observe your emotions without being completely overtaken by them. One of the most powerful aspects of realizing you're not just your body is the sense of freedom it can bring. If you're not limited to your physical form, then your potential isn't limited either. You might find yourself more willing to try new things, to express yourself in new ways, or to pursue goals that previously seemed out of reach. This realization can also change how you think about your life's purpose. If you're more than just a physical being, then perhaps your purpose goes beyond just survival or physical comfort. You might start to consider how you can contribute to the world in ways that align with your deeper sense of self. It's important to remember that exploring these ideas doesn't mean you should neglect your physical health. Your body is still an important part of your experience in this world, and taking care of it is a form of self-respect. The key is to find a balance, caring for your body without being overly identified with it. As you continue to explore the idea that you're more than your body, you might start to notice subtle changes in your perception. Colors might seem brighter, sounds clearer. This isn't because your physical senses have changed, but because you're more fully present in your experiences. You might also find that you're less concerned with how others perceive you. If your sense of self isn't tied to your appearance or others' opinions, you can interact more freely and authentically with people. This can lead to deeper, more meaningful connections. Time might also start to feel different. When we're caught up in physical concerns and mental chatter, time can seem to fly by or drag on. But as you connect more with your inner awareness, you might find yourself more often in a state of flow, where time seems to disappear. This shift in perception can extend to how you view the world around you. If you're more than your body, perhaps the same is true for everything else. This can lead to a greater sense of connection with nature and the universe as a whole. You might start to see challenges in your life differently. Instead of seeing them as threats to your physical or emotional well-being, you might view them as opportunities for growth and learning. This doesn't make difficulties disappear, but it can change how you respond to them. Your relationships might change too. As you become more aware of your own deeper nature, you might start to see the same in others. This can lead to more patience, understanding, and genuine connection. You might find yourself less likely to judge others based on their appearance or behavior. This perspective can also change how you think about success and failure. If you're not just your body, then your worth isn't determined by your physical achievements or possessions. You might find yourself setting different goals, ones that align more with your inner sense of purpose. It's worth noting that this realization, that you're more than your body, isn't something that happens once and then you're done. It's more like a journey of continual discovery. You might have moments of profound insight followed by times when you fall back into old patterns of thinking. This is normal and part of the process. One way to support this ongoing exploration is to surround yourself with others who are interested in these ideas. This could mean joining a meditation group, attending talks or workshops, or simply having conversations with friends who are open to these concepts. Reading about others' experiences and insights can also be helpful. There's a wealth of literature, both ancient and modern, that explores the nature of consciousness and the self. As you read, you might find ideas that resonate with your own experiences or that challenge you to think in new ways. It's important to approach this exploration with a sense of balance. While it can be exciting to delve into these ideas, it's also important to stay grounded in your daily life. The goal isn't to escape from the physical world, but to engage with it more fully and consciously. As you continue to explore and integrate this understanding, you might find that it influences your choices in subtle ways. You might become more mindful of how you spend your time and energy. Activities that once seemed important might lose their appeal, while you might be drawn to new pursuits that feel more aligned with your deeper self. This shift in perspective can also influence how you handle stress and difficult emotions. Instead of getting caught up in the drama of a situation, you might find yourself able to step back and observe it with more calm and clarity. This doesn't mean you won't feel emotions, but you might not be as overwhelmed by them. Your sense of identity might become more fluid and expansive. Instead of defining yourself by your job, your relationships, or your achievements, you might start to see these as aspects of your experience rather than the core of who you are. This can bring a sense of freedom and openness to life. You might also find that your sense of time changes. When we're identified solely with our physical selves, we can get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. But as you connect more with your inner awareness, you might find it easier to stay present in the moment. This presence can enhance your enjoyment of life's simple pleasures. The taste of good food, the beauty of nature, the joy of laughter with friends, all of these experiences can become richer and more vivid when you're fully present for them. Your creativity might also flourish. When you're not limited by a purely physical sense of self, you might find yourself more open to new ideas and ways of expressing yourself. This could manifest in your work, your hobbies, or your approach to problem solving in daily life. As you continue to explore this broader sense of self, you might find that your compassion for others grows. If you see yourself as more than just a physical being, it becomes easier to extend that same understanding to others. This can lead to more patience, kindness, and empathy in your interactions. This compassion can extend beyond just other humans. You might find yourself feeling a deeper connection to animals, plants, and the natural world as a whole. This can lead to a greater sense of responsibility for the environment and a desire to live in harmony with nature. Your approach to health and wellness might also shift. While you'll still want to take care of your physical body, you might start to see health in a more holistic way. This could include practices that nurture your mental and emotional well-being, as well as your physical health. You might find that your fears start to lose their power over you. Many of our fears are rooted in concerns about our physical safety or social standing. As you realize that you're more than just your body and your social identity, these fears might not grip you as strongly. This doesn't mean you'll never feel fear, but you might be able to respond to it differently. Instead of being paralyzed by fear, you might be able to acknowledge it and still move forward with what you feel is right. Your sense of purpose might also evolve. If you're more than just a physical being, then perhaps your purpose goes beyond just survival or accumulation of material success. You might start to consider how you can contribute to the world in ways that align with your deeper sense of self. This could lead to changes in your career, your relationships, or your lifestyle. These changes might not happen overnight, but you might notice a gradual shift towards choices that feel more authentic and meaningful to you. As you continue to explore and integrate this understanding, you might find that your tolerance for uncertainty increases. When we're identified solely with our physical selves, we often crave certainty and control. But as you connect with a deeper part of yourself, you might find it easier to flow with life's uncertainties. This doesn't mean you'll never plan or set goals. But you might hold those plans more lightly, remaining open to unexpected opportunities and changes in direction. Your relationship with silence and solitude might also change. Many people find silence uncomfortable, perhaps because it brings them face to face with themselves. But as you become more comfortable with your inner self, you might start to cherish times of quiet reflection. This comfort with silence can extend to your interactions with others. You might find yourself more comfortable with pauses in conversation, less need to fill every moment with words or activity. This can lead to deeper, more authentic communication. As you continue on this journey of self-discovery, it's important to be patient and kind with yourself. There may be times when you feel very connected to this broader sense of self, and other times when you feel caught up in physical concerns and mental chatter. This ebb and flow is a natural part of the process. Remember that this exploration is not about reaching a fixed destination, but about continually opening to new possibilities. Each day brings new opportunities to notice, to question, to experience life from this expanded perspective. As you move through your days with this understanding, you might find that life takes on a quality of adventure. Even routine activities can become opportunities for insight and growth when approached with curiosity and presence. Your relationships might deepen as you bring this expanded awareness to your interactions. You might find yourself really listening to others, seeing beyond their words to the deeper being behind them. This can lead to more meaningful connections and mutual understanding. This journey of self-discovery is deeply personal, yet it has the potential to ripple out and affect the world around you. As you recognize the deeper aspects of yourself, you naturally begin to see and honor those same qualities in others. This can contribute to a more compassionate and understanding world. In conclusion, The power of realizing you are not just a human body lies in the freedom and expansiveness it brings to your life. It opens up new ways of experiencing yourself and the world around you. It invites you to live with more presence, authenticity, and compassion. This understanding doesn't negate the importance of your physical experience. Rather, it places that experience within a larger context, adding depth and richness to your journey through life. It's an invitation to explore the fullness of who you are, to live from a place of greater awareness and potential. As you continue to explore these ideas, remember that you're not alone. Many others throughout history and in the present day have walked this path of self-discovery. Your journey is unique to you, but it's also part of a larger human exploration of consciousness and identity. Keep an open mind, stay curious, and be willing to question your assumptions about who you are. The journey of self-discovery is ongoing, filled with moments of insight, challenge, and wonder. Embrace the questions, stay open to new understandings, and trust in your own capacity for growth and transformation. Remember, this isn't about reaching a final destination, but about continually expanding your awareness and your capacity for living fully. Each moment offers a new opportunity to experience life from this expanded perspective. As you move forward, carry with you the understanding that you are more than your physical form. Let this knowledge inform your choices, your relationships, and your way of being in the world. You are a conscious, aware being, capable of great depth, wisdom, and love. Live from that place, and watch as your life unfolds in new and beautiful ways.